Imagine a time when kids played outside all day. No smartphones, no seatbelts, and no helmets. The 1970s were a time of pure freedom, where treehouses were built with scrap wood, bikes were ridden without a second thought, and walking to school was a rite of passage. It was wild, it was risky, and it was unforgettable. Curious what else we did back then? Well, you're about to find out. Stick around as I take you through 30 things from the 70s that kids today will never understand. Now, before we get started, please hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey. Drop a comment below and let me know. What's one thing from the 70s that you wish you could have experienced? Let's ensure you catch every moment from this awesome trip down memory lane. Atari Pong. Released in 1972, Pong was one of the first arcade video games simulating table tennis and kickstarting the home gaming revolution. Cassettes were often tangled in the 70s, and kids would use a pencil to rewind the tape, fixing the mess and making their favorite music playable again. The Chia Pet. Introduced in 1977, this quirky ceramic planter grew green hair from chia seeds, becoming a fun and oddball gift sensation. Birthday parties in the 70s were filled with messy fun games like Donut on a String and Pin the Tail on the Donkey. Scooby Snacks, the tasty cartoon-inspired treat made famous by the Scooby-Doo gang, loved by kids and a pop culture favorite. Kids carried metal lunchboxes to school, often featuring their favorite TV characters, making lunchtime more fun. Bell-bottom jeans. Popularized by rock stars, these wide-legged pants were a 1970s fashion statement that made a comeback in the 1990s. Kids carried metal lunchboxes to school, often featuring their favorite TV characters, making lunchtime more fun. The Easy Bake Oven, a miniature oven powered by a light bulb, kids could bake real treats like cakes and cookies. Kids used typewriters for school projects, typing away with precision while learning the skills of focus and accuracy. Kids in the 70s built treehouses from scrap materials, creating secret hideouts in trees, learning independence and teamwork. The Pet Rock, created by Gary Dahl in 1975, was a simple rock in a box that became a hilarious novelty gift and massive fad of the decade. Payphones were a lifeline in the 70s, with kids using coins to make calls from booths when they were out and about. Tube tops were a trendy girls' fashion in the 1970s, strapless, colorful, and perfect for summer, symbolizing fun, freedom, and style. Cereal boxes in the 70s often contained surprise toys, making breakfast time exciting as kids eagerly dug through boxes for the prize. Mood rings, jewelry that changed colors based on body temperature, supposedly reflecting the wearer's mood. Polaroid cameras in the 70s allowed kids to instantly capture and develop photos, making memories tangible with instant gratification. Hitchhiking was a popular and adventurous way to travel in the 1970s, symbolizing freedom, rebellion, and the open road spirit. Summer camps in the 70s were less bureaucratic with minimal paperwork, and kids often came back with stories and a few bumps and bruises. Rubik's Cube, a colorful 3D puzzle from the 1970s that became a global craze, testing minds with its tricky twists and turns. The Walkman revolutionized personal music in the 80s, allowing kids to carry their music around with headphones and listen to cassette tapes on the go. Kids in the 70s played outside until the streetlights came on, enjoying games like tag and kickball with no screens, just pure outdoor fun. Saturday mornings in the 1970s meant kids gathered around TVs, enjoying classic cartoons with cereal bowls in hand. Pure weekend joy. Tupperware parties in the 1970s were fun home events where women gathered to buy kitchenware, chat, and build friendships. The Christmas catalog was a highly anticipated part of the holiday season, filled with toy dreams and a sense of excitement, though kids didn't expect to get everything. Sun-In Hair Lightener became a 1970s hit, using sunlight to give hair natural-looking highlights without a salon visit. Schools in the 1970s had chalkboards, overhead projectors, and strict dress codes, reflecting a simpler, more disciplined era in education. Star Wars in 1977 was a groundbreaking cultural moment, sparking massive excitement and a long-lasting impact on pop culture and the film industry. The Soap Slick Trampoline Challenge of the 1970s was a risky backyard game where kids bounced on a soapy trampoline, leading to slippery, wild fun and injuries. Kids in the 70s wore superhero underoos, which doubled as both underwear and costumes, making playtime even more fun and imaginative. In the 70s, record stores were social hubs, where kids spent hours exploring vinyl records and getting music recommendations from enthusiastic staff.